Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Okay guys, today is gonna be a pretty chill day. I just wanted to talk about my 4 Monstera plants. Do you have Monsteras? Let's talk about it. So my first Monstera that I think is the most common Monstera, I wanna say, is my Monstera Deliciosa. Now this is a smaller one. This only has 3, well, almost 4 leaves. But this is the perfect example of what a Monstera Deliciosa looks like. And now this, again, like I said, is a very small plant. I do have many other cuttings that I took from this mama plant here, this being one of them. I don't have any gigantic Monstera Deliciosas. I mean, these things can get huge. I'm talking like body size. I'm gonna insert a picture here of a Monstera Albo leaf cutting that I bought when I was out in Tennessee. I mean, it was so gigantic. I knew it was never gonna grow any other leaves because it didn't have any nodes, but I bought it from her for like $5, brought it home, and just gazed at it for months until it finally crisped up and died. I definitely want a Monstera Constellation really badly. Editing Nicole here. A couple things. I lost like 5 minutes of footage. So when you see this next clip, I'm gonna be right away talking about my Monstera Adonsonii, narrow leaf form, but the footage I lost was about how it was extremely root bound, and I unpotted it, tried to save it, couldn't really save it. I had to chop it up, and then we cut to the next clip. Oh, and my mic died. Day in the life, guys, day in the life. So because it was so root bound, I decided to, well, actually, because it was so leggy, I decided to trim it and propagate it so I can plant it and create a new plant that wasn't as leggy. It was so leggy. I mean, it was like the stem would go on for feet before a new leaf would be there. And that's when I finally was like, you know what, I need to repot this and see what's going on in this pot. Sure enough, root bound. And that's probably why it wasn't able to produce more full leaves, because it was so root bound and it wasn't getting the nutrients it needed. Here it is. It's gonna root up. Adonsoniis, Monstera Adonsoniis take a little bit longer to root than Monstera Deliciosas do. It could be a few weeks before we start to see any roots on these, but that's okay. I know it'll grow, and I have another mason jar just like this. So there's quite a bit of this plant for me to plant up. So stay tuned for an update on that, because that'll be fun. My next Monstera is my Monstera Siltepecana. She cute. This is just the cutest plant ever. I love it. I've been wanting one for a really long time. This was a gift from Adam, not Dude. You guys know who he is. If you don't, go follow him. My next one was also a gift from him too. So it's really exciting that I got to add these Monsteras to my collection, thanks to good friends in the plant community. But look at the markings on this. Focus. There it is. Look at how gorgeous these markings are on here. There's a little bit of a brown mark there, but that's like the only defect of this plant. And I'm assuming this is the oldest leaf because it's the one that's all the way at the bottom. So it might just be cycling through, but check that out. Look at the veining. Oh, it's gorgeous. And then there's new leaf coming in there. And I love how it grows. Just like all other Monsteras, I just love the growth pattern. This leaf is one of the newer leaves. Those markings are coming in there. Just so pretty. I love looking at this plant. I cannot wait for that to get bigger and start to vine. Okay, last but certainly not least, actually probably my favorite Monstera in my collection is my Monstera Peru. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous plant. These leaves are so thick, unlike any other Monstera, really. They're rippled and just very, very hardy, almost Hoya-like. In a way, they're just really thick, waxy leaves. Oh, and the markings are just stunning. Look at those ripples if you can see them. I don't know if you can see the texture there. Don't focus on my face. Focus on the Peru. This was a pretty big cutting he gave me, and actually it went further down. I'm propagating a piece of it now. So I have another one with 3 leaves over on my shelf, which is just so much fun. Look at that. So pretty. I can't wait for this to get bigger too. These grow fairly quickly. They vine out pretty nicely. Okay, last but not least, I just said that. I want to know, do you guys have any other Monsteras? Any more rare forms of Monsteras that you have? Because I know there's a ton out there. I would love to know, and I would love to look into them, and I would love to build my Monstera collection. I know a lot of people don't talk about Monsteras anymore. It's more so like rare forms of philodendron and anthurium and plants that are gorgeous, don't get me wrong. But I don't hear a lot of talk about Monsteras. So tell me what you have in your collection in the comments below. Thanks so much for being here. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And don't forget to subscribe because I post a lot of videos like these. So don't miss any. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.